I don't know what's the matter with this rucksack. It seems to be getting smaller. The straps are getting tighter. I just don't know what's going on. Can't be me. I'm an athlete. Cheers. I guess by now you'll have realised I'm a little bit out of shape. And there's a reason for that. Two reasons. Reason number one, I haven't been getting out, but some of you may have already noticed that. And by the way, thank you for the inquiries of my health and well-being. It's very much appreciated. And I answered you all. But I am back. Reason number two, well, I've been extraordinarily busy, made a couple of life-changing decisions. I didn't realise they were life-changing at the time, but clearly, as you can see, they took over my life to the point where I wasn't getting out into Scotland's beautiful nature. But here I am, and we're going to go up this hill, hopefully camp on the top if we get to it. And on the way and at the top and over the night, I'm going to tell you all about it. Oh. When I say life-changing decisions, it was sort of like one major decision which has changed my life a little bit. Before we get into that, I need to give you some context, some background. You best put kettle on. The views are starting to open up nicely now, high above Glen Douglas, and now it's just seeing views up over towards, sorry I can't speak, towards Arica and the Cobbler in the distance, looking very, very nice too. Now don't worry about this too much, but what we're going to do now is we're going to step back in time just a couple of years and start this story proper. And it goes something along the lines of, I've been heavily involved in the hospitality business for quite a number of years now. And my background is golf course management. I've done construction, basically anything to do with growing grass. And I've enjoyed reasonable success at it. So much so that it brought me to Scotland, but along with others and all that kind of stuff, it's taken me to different parts of the world. And who would have thought that when I got involved in greenkeeping that I'd have travelled the world looking at other people's golf courses, how they manage it, America and Europe and all over. It's been a blast. And I love my job, it's been fantastically rewarding. But around about 2 years ago, a bit longer, the place I work, the management changed, the philosophy changed, and that made me not literally redundant, but we weren't part of the plan. And the decision was made back then to reduce my hours down to 5 days, from 5 days to 4 days, and then 4 days to 3 days. And this all kind of worked really well with the company. It kind of met their strategy. They saved a few quid, and well, nobody was bothered anyway. And that's where I was for around about a year. So yeah, but that kind of suited me, didn't it, if you remember, if you're watching it. Because I was working 3 days, I was off 4 days, and that could give me more time to get out more, do more videos. YouTube was going okay, so it kind of suited. And, you know, whilst there was a resentment towards the leadership at the time, I manage a team of 24, you see, so I've got like a responsibility to try and remain kind of professional and stay motivated for them. And they were brilliant, every single one of them. They roll their sleeves up and they just got on with it. And well, I can't thank them. If you're watching, I can't thank you enough. Thank you. I think I've told you, but thank you. So that's what I did. I got out more, as you saw, and enjoyed myself and made videos, and then I got a bit fed up hiking and climbing, so I got my bike back out and I went cycling and bike packing and loved it and that kind of stuff. But the rot had set in. I didn't think my future was secure, so I started hatching an exit plan. I'm not actually sure where I'm going here. I'm kind of just meandering around on top of this hill. Well, I haven't got to the top yet. I've got a rough idea where I'd like to be, but I can't help feeling I'm going the wrong way. But I've got plenty of time, so I'll just keep taking this easy route up, and then when I get a view I can decide which route to take. I have options. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. If you've got to drag yourself off a sofa and climb a hill and camp on the top of it, you've got to choose a hill that you've really enjoyed before. Not a new hill. Don't go up a new hill, or don't pick too great a challenge. Pick a hill that you know you've had a great time on before. And the goal is real. Welcome to home for the night. Absolutely fantastic. Loch Lomond is beautiful. Oh, you can almost see the whole thing. It's such a fantastic hill, is this. So rewarding. Okay, right, I'm going to put my tent up and get my admin out of the road, and I'm going to take my boots off and we'll pick up where we left off, which was, yes, hatching a cunning plan. That's where we were. See you soon. So, where were we? Plans. Okay. So around about mid 2024, mid last year, I kind of sort of like got myself into a situation where I just thought either I were going to leave the company or the company were going to leave me. It was one of those situations. I kind of had nothing to lose, so I thought, right, well, I'll challenge one more time, see if I can change things, but it didn't work. So I thought, right, I need to find something else to do, because I'm 60 years old. Chances are my relationship with this employer is coming to an end. I need another job, or I need to start thinking about another job. And I'm not being ageist or stereotyping here, but a 60-year-old greenkeeper is not as attractive as a young one, perhaps. And so I thought, what can I do? There must be something I can do. So I'll reskill, or some transferable skills or something like that. So I started to put my thinking cap on. Now, as a greenkeeper, you train in all kinds of things. So you train like in soil biology and, you know, grass growth and fertilizers and pesticides and all that kind of stuff. And as a manager, there's lots of other types of skills that you kind of learn along the way. So like maintaining machinery and human resources for staff, looking after your staff. It's all part of the job. It's more to it than just cutting grass. It's not just cutting grass, you know. So I've got all these various types of qualifications, and I'm thinking, what can I do? You know, I don't want to start up a gardening business or anything like that. There's loads of people doing that, and it's west of Scotland, so at my age you don't want to be buggering about in people's gardens when it's pissing down with rain all the time. I couldn't be bothered with that. But I did like the idea of starting my own business up, being my own boss. I've always worked for somebody else, and I quite fancied sort of like, you know, one last go at being my own boss. So I thought, what can I do? What transferable skills have I got? What qualifications can I use? And I've got like qualifications in pesticides applications and insecticides and all that kind of thing. So I'm thinking, pest controller. You didn't see that coming, did you? Cheers. So mid-2024, I'm going to be a pest controller or a pest technician. So what I need to do is I need to start doing research. Do my qualifications, which are like 30 odd years old, are they still relevant today? Well, in some instances, yes, they were. And in a lot of instances, no, they weren't. And what did I know about pest control? Not a great deal, it would seem. The industry has moved on significantly, but there were a lot of parallels. So I set to work. I started to research it. I think midges are out. Getting some really, really nice views now up Loch Lomond, and now the light's moving round. You can see how it runs up past Tarbert, then up to Inveruglass, right up to the top. Looks fantastic, doesn't it? Oh, my legs are mourning. Oh, flipping heck. Wind's come out a little bit, which is keeping midges down now. They were quite ferocious earlier on. I had to bail into my tent for a short period of time and have a little sleep. Bloody midges. It's turning into a lovely evening. I think this is last day, or maybe the 2 days left, and then there's some rain forecast, and there hasn't been any rain for a while. It rained a little bit in Arica yesterday, I think it was, and only a little bit, but it rains in Arica, that's what it does. I've just been listening to the radio too, and like I said, just snoozing in my tent. But yes, it's making for a lovely evening. I think I'll have something to eat in a minute. So what I've got this evening is I've had these curry noodles for ages. I think they're probably a couple of years old. So I'm going to use them up, and then I've got a mug shot, which I don't know how it's going to go, and I'll throw some pepperoni in. It's all I had. I didn't have any food in when I took this amazing decision just to crack on. Oh, best buy 2021. so they're only 4 years out of date, but they'll be fine. I don't know what this mug shot is. October 2025, so we're all right with that. So noodles and doodles and mugshot it is, and a bit of pepperoni. and we'll mix all that together. And then I'm using the fuel stove tonight, back on that rather than gas. So all's good. Right, here's to slightly out of date noodles and a cup of soup and some pepperoni. Wind's got up. It's good for keeping midges down, but if it continues like this, it could be a noisy night. I'll finish this and then we'll pick up with this tail. See you soon. I don't know if you can hear me. Wind's still going. Here, do you want to have a look at my view? Not bad, eh? Right, where were we? So, pest control. So pest control, yeah. So what I needed to do was, after doing a bit of research, I had to get educated. So there were a couple of certificates I needed to acquire, basically to deal with vermin, and that was it really, mainly vermin, and then quite a lot of legislation I needed to brush up on. So I've been doing that for the last, I don't know, month or so. And then, so everything's kind of gearing up, and I'm about to ready to press a button and you know, make it a proper company and get an accountant and websites and all that kind of stuff. I've not spent a fortune on this, but trust me, this has been done very modestly. I'm a Yorkshireman in Scotland, we don't do money. And so everything's ticking along really well. And then out of the blue, sort of like, just as I'm ready to go on it, there's a change in management again and a change in strategy where I work. And well, I'm brought back in from the cold, you know, and there's a refocus on my side of the business, and yeah, everything's good again, you know, and work's going fantastically well and all that kind of stuff. But I've done all this training, I've got everything set up and all that ready to go, and I'm still wanting to satisfy this itch, which is the pest control company. And so I press go. So that's what I've been doing. So I've kind of been juggling work with the new strategy at work and all that kind of stuff, which is very exciting. I'm thoroughly enjoying it, and it's, you know, everything's really good in the world at work again. And then I've had this massive journey, certainly in the last kind of 2 or 3 months, where not obviously I've been getting educated and all that kind of stuff, and that's tough for an old bugger like me, but launching a business and learning how to do that, and accounting and all that kind of stuff. I've got a really good friend who's an accountant, and she's been helping me out big style. The support of Mrs. Boardman has been absolutely very important. So that's kind of where I am at the moment. What I wasn't ready for, I just wasn't ready for the business to take off the way it did. When I'd done my research, I realised there was an opportunity in the area, particularly down sort of like Cowell and down towards Dunoon and that kind of, all those places. They're quite tough places to get to. And whilst there's a lot of pest control companies in and around Glasgow and the like, they don't really like to come all the way up here. So I knew there were the opportunities, and playing on my expertise and experience within the hospitality industry, I kind of pitched high. Well, I wasn't ready for it. I just wasn't ready for the phone to start ringing really quickly and can you come and have a look and talk to us. In many cases it's just been preventative stuff, so it's like getting strategies in place, that kind of stuff. In many places it's businesses that don't have any problems whatsoever, they're just protecting themselves, and well done to them. But it's been brilliant. I've really enjoyed it, and this has been the first proper afternoon that I've had an opportunity to take a breath and come out for a camp and tell you all about it. I mean, I'm not touting for business, it won't affect any of you at all, I can't imagine. But I just wanted to tell you where I was, what I was doing, why I've been away. So I'm going to try and keep this balance going. So I'll keep making me £50 every 3 months on YouTube. I don't make any money at all from YouTube, hardly any. My work's great. I've fallen back in love with my job, and I'm loving the way it's going and that kind of stuff, which is great. And this pest control company is very exciting. I'm finding a nice balance. It's all working out well. There's quite a few people I need to thank, not least Mrs. Boardman. I'd like to thank my team at work who have been very patient with me over the last year or so, because I have been sulky and I have been grumpy, but they've been brilliant. I'm delighted with the new strategy at work, and you know, there's nobody to really thank there. You know, I mean, these are a lot of people that make these decisions I don't even know. They live in different countries and that kind of stuff, but it's good to see. And thank you very much for sticking with me and that kind of stuff, watching these videos. And I promise there will be no other crossover between pest control and YouTube. So I'm not going to start taking cameras out and looking for vermin and all that kind of stuff. That's not going to happen. So good. I thought it was important I brought you up to date. Cheers to that. Don't know if you can hear me. That wind is unrelenting now. It's not meant to be this windy, and it's cold with it too. It's almost like northwesterly, and it's rattling the tent. And if anybody knows Dyneema tents and what they're like in wind, it could make for a grim night, but it's all right. I'm just time is it? Nearly 8 o'clock. I'm looking to try and get some nice video, you know, sun setting, but it just doesn't seem to want to set tonight. It seems a long time before it's going to go down. But the loch's looking good up north. Just starting to drop into the shade now. By gum, it's cold, is that wind? It's cold. Very, very cold. Right, I'll pop back into my tent just for another half hour or so, and then I'm going to set my camera up, and then I'm probably just going to relax and then call it a night. It's too cold to be out here, that is for certain. But it could make for a nice sunset, and then I'll pop back out and then set the camera back up, because I'll try and get a star show if it ever gets dark enough. Right, if I don't see you again, enjoy the footage of the sunset and the star show, and I'll see you bright and early at coffee time. See you soon. Goodbye for the new. Morning! 8 o'clock, it's 8 o'clock. How are you? Did you enjoy that montage of time lapse? It was very beautiful, wasn't it? It shows you just how short the nights are, and it's, well, it isn't even into June yet. I think we've still more than a week of May left. Hardly. The sun didn't seem to go down at all last night. Anywho, it was a lovely, lovely night. It was very windy though. I got woke up many times, and it was very cold at dawn. So just a reminder that even though we've got the light sunny days and the very short nights, it's still pigging cold. Anyway, it's beautiful. I'm all packed up. I've had my porridge and I've had 1 cup of coffee and 1 spilt cup of coffee, and I've just been listening to Radio 2 as per usual, and all's good in the world. So I'm going to set off down in a few minutes. It's quite parky in that wind, but it is beautiful. Oh, we'll spend a couple more minutes up here, shall we? So I've kind of been dropping down off there. It's been very steep, and I've managed to eventually get myself onto this. It's like a quad marks. You can see where the farmers have been driving up. But for the best part, I had no track. I completely lost my bearings again, but that's fine, isn't it? It's a nice day. There's little to no risk, so all's good. But I'm heading back down now towards the tree line. And, well, we can finish this little story off, can't we? That was tough getting down there. It's very steep. I mean, I came down a different way to the route up and took more of a direct line down there, but I think we're not being hill fit, and you know, it's like when you're going down trying to protect your knees, and it's just takes it out of your legs, doesn't it? But I'm nearly there now. I can see the road and I'm at the tree line now. It doesn't get any easier, but we've got a target now, haven't we? So there you have it. We're doing again. Oof, my little legs. Well, that was a delight, wasn't it? I thoroughly enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the updates and the news, and you now know where I'm at. It was a fabulous camp. So pretty much everything in the world at the moment, certainly for me anyway, is good. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. And it's nice to get out and have a camp and do a video. A splendid evening. Absolutely fantastic company as always, so thank you very much. If you did watch it all the way through, give yourself a pat on the back. And well, I always appreciate a thumbs up. Bye for the now.